Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another Lost Ark video. It's Friday, which means it's Arkonomics Day. As far as what's going to be different on Arkonomics this week, honestly, I'm not expecting too much to be changed. So if you're somebody who only likes to see things that are different, you could probably safely skip this video. Though you mostly could skip all of my videos if that's the case. Because it's just... Look, man. A lot of my videos are just me being me. And if you're here, you're probably here for me, not so much what I'm doing. I mean, sometimes I make videos focused on, like, specific content or, like, guides or whatever, but it's just not the content that I primarily make, man. So, that being said, let's take a look and see what's been happening over the last week on the Lost Arkies, specifically on the NA West market. What the fuck are these? Oh, these are, I didn't know these got sold in the Mari shop now. They're like advanced toning scrolls. That's cool. I don't know if they're worth it, but that's cool. Somebody who plays this game, let me know. Are these worth it? That's kind of cool. Level 2. Oh, I see. So there's level 1 scrolls that only work on 1 to 10, and then the level 2... Excuse me, level 2s that work on 11 to 20. Like I said, I have not really played this game much. I got a comment on one of my last videos when I said I basically just raid log on my soul fist. And then somebody was like, isn't that just what you do in this game? Sort of, but not quite. Yes, raids are like the only content, but like I only do 2 raids on my soul fist. I do Aegir, Belshazzar. Sometimes I do Echidna, but most of the time I'm like ready to go play Repo with the boys. And I don't do dailies. Obviously, you have dailies. Dailies give a good source of materials. And then you have, obviously, 6 characters you can get gold from every week. I don't do it on any of these characters. So, yes, asterisk, raid logging is basically all you do. But I do, like, giga bare minimum is what I'm trying to say, okay? Don't get it twisted. Though I do think the game would be a lot better if there was other things to do than raid. I've always said that. It's just, unfortunately, not what the game the angle the game decided to take. Anyways, stop yapping. It's been like, what, 2 minutes? Holy shit, it has been 2.5 minutes. Jesus Christ, bro. Focus. Blue crystal prices. Only took us 2.5 minutes to get here, but looks like slow buy is going to be, we'll say 6,400 for clarity, and 6,900 insta buy. I don't know. I haven't bought blue crystals in a while. I probably could buy blue crystals because I don't have aura anymore, I don't think. Yeah, my aura's gone. Fucking minus aura. Minus aura, L aura type shit. But I don't know. If I need to repair in the middle of a raid, I'll buy aura, I'm sure. That's usually what happens. Aside from that, I don't know. Bonus room is going away. I do know that. Bonus room is going away on next maintenance. If you're watching this video on the week that it comes out, next maintenance, this is going away. So, the 21st. So if you have stuff in here that you want to get, I would highly recommend it. I don't know how much this stuff is particularly worth buying. I think individually, the fusion mats is probably worth it. I haven't done the numbers, but it's probably asterisk worth it. The energy pots are almost certainly worth it. As far as leap stones, probably worth it. It's definitely worth it if you got Radiance. It's probably worth it if you use it for Destinies, but again, I don't know. Obviously, just do the easy math yourself. If you're gonna consider buying these, it's not that hard. You just multiply the price of the fusion mats. Like, for example, you multiply 20 by 15, then you multiply that number by however much gold a fusion mat costs, then you compare that number to the price of the blue crystals you would pay to get this. It's very simple. It just takes a little bit of time. I will say, though, that this bonus room here, the juice mats, this is probably worth buying all of these for, even if you're not going to use these. I don't know, it's hard to say. Well, it's probably worth it if you're getting Lava's Breaths. I'm not sure about the others, because that's 200 Lava's Breaths. And just to see, a Lava's Breath is, let's say 600 gold, because the average price is 600. I know it's a bit lower right now, but the average, you can see the average price. It's been about 600 gold. So let's say 600 gold times 200. That's 120,000 gold worth of Lava's Breath. So it's like, even if you don't use these, it's probably worth it if you're gonna use the Lava's Breath to, like, hone your weapon. I mean, shit, it's probably worth it if you're gonna get Glacier Breath, too, because what is the ratio? Is it 1 to 4? Yeah, it's 1 to 4. So that would make... Actually, I think Glacier's Breath are more efficient, right? So let's say 170 average times 4. Yeah, so it's 680 value. So it's actually better value if you're using it on Glacier's Breath. That's kind of surprising. But I guess it makes sense, because you do probably need more of these. So the price isn't like 1-to-1 parity. So it's actually more value if you get the blue shit. See, this is what I mean when I say do the math yourself if you're curious. Because some of this stuff can be really good value. It's just, I would do the math for myself and then tell you guys if I was, like, into the game. You know what I mean? It's not so much that I don't want to do it. You know, like, what does it matter? But then Leapstones, you can see, like, Leapstones are, like, the same price. So if you're getting Radiant Leapstones from the box, it's probably worth it because you're getting, like, 10x the value, I think. It was 20 to 200. So you're getting, like, 10x the value or 5x the value if it was 40. I don't remember. But look, like I said, it's just super simple math to do if you want to check. And I would highly recommend you take advantage of the bonus room because the bonus rooms are usually pretty good. Asterisk. There's always an asterisk there, man. I don't know. As far as, like, prices of shit go, this looks basically identical to what I remember it being last week. Fusion mats are, like, solidly 83 gold. I remember, for some reason, I always have this being 83 gold in my mind. Red Cheeto Dust is like 30 gold, 33 gold specifically. Your red stones are slightly under 30 gold, which again, I think is about where they were before. It seems like they've been going up, though. I guess they tanked down to, like, near 20 or 25. I don't know. It's interesting to see. And then, obviously, the Abydos materials. You know what? Since I haven't plugged the Lost Ark Tools calculator in a while, crafting... I do get comments here and there about crafting. And specifically about crafting fusion mounts. So here is LA Tools. I always have this linked in the description of every single one of my Arkonomics videos, just as, like, a thing. Crafting calculator is the only thing that you ever need to worry about. And I'm not even sure this website really gets updated anymore. I think the guy just updated this because people were like, please update this. So he did. All you have to do, though, is input the price of every material. You have to input your crafting cost reductions and stuff. You can see I haven't done it in so long. All my data is wiped because I don't do it anymore. But basically, you input the crafting cost reduction, great success, time reduction, etc., etc. You put in the price of the fusion mats. You put in the price of the raw materials, and then the calculator will tell you, and yes, it does already factor in the auction house tax into the calculator's calculations. It'll tell you if it's worth money. And it does take into account the value of the raw material, because even if you buy it, even if you don't buy the material yourself, the raw material has value in that you could have just sold the raw material. So yes, it factors in the material cost of the base ingredients, the raw material. Just want to keep that clear. I do have a video going more in depth on how to set this up. It should still be mostly accurate. I'm sure you can find it if you are so inclined, but I did want to bring that up because I haven't mentioned it in a good couple months, and I do see a couple people here and there talking about, is it worth crafting, or how it's not worth crafting, and it just always usually is. Usually asterisk. As always, the asterisk is back. Grudge is spiked up to 360 right now, but I think it's just because somebody bought out the Grudge books. You can see the average day price is closer to 300. It's still funny to me how, like, one person can, like, inflate the market on an item, these lower, like, traded items, and the lower supply items. It's funny to me. I feel like Adrenaline is always 377k or 378k as well, every video that I make of this. Apparently the average price has been 340, 350 though, so that's slightly lower than usual. I'm used to it being 377. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look at Sidereal Energies and then Gems, and then we can head on out of here. 844k on the Sidereal. Not much Sidereal movement has happened, as you can clearly see. Sidereals are a relic, man. I mean, not a literal relic, but, you know, a relic in the sense of the word in that we would use it. Looks like there's one level 10 cooldown gem right now for 1.62 million, so if you want to get a 50 or 60k discount on a gem right now, you're welcome. I'll take the extra money that I saved you. You can go ahead and mail it over to my Soulfist Christopher on NA West. Thank you very much in advance. Looks like the premium is about 440k? Because, I mean, it's a bit less than that. If you take the price of this, it'd be more like 390, right? But, I don't know. I'm kind of surprised that the premium is like 20% of the value between the two. I mean, we aren't going to be getting the gem change for quite some time, and we might not even be getting the gem change because there's another Korean live stream coming up. I think the day that I'm recording this, or maybe it just happened. I don't remember. I really don't. I don't keep too much. I don't keep too much track of this shit anymore. So I do apologize there, but it's very likely we might not get the gem changes, and even if the Koreans go through with the gem changes, the proposed changes, there's still a small chance that we might not go through with those same changes. A little AGS copium, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, I'll stop yapping. A bit of a longer episode, a bit of more yapping. But I'll see you guys all in the next one. As always, thank you for hanging out and spending some of your time with me. Time is the most precious resource we got in this world, so it's always very honoring if you chose to spend some of it with me. Like the video if you like it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Thank you to my YouTube members. Of course, Remix My Life, I'm Nufu, It's Biscuits, and Diz. All of you guys, very, very, very loved. Bye!